Duong, who was selected by the faculty. Nathan.
Hello, class of 2021. My friends, congratulations on being here today. I'm here to tell a story that starts overseas with one family among a sea of fellow refugees fleeing from the rain of bombs and the banging pounds of bullets by way of boats and planes, fueled only by the invigoration of the pursuit of peace. This family, heartbroken yet resolute, seeks survival with every footstep, and so one foot in front of the other, and thousands of miles later, they find themselves nearing the shores of a distant land. But they soon find that their safety is not yet certain, because they are not wanted on this land. Their very arrival is met with resistance, and they are given slurs for names and beatdowns for morning greetings. But amongst it all, they soon find a helping hand. They find people who care about them, who want them there. They find people who see them as not 1 ounce less than human beings amidst struggles. Because though they were forced to first find the presence of exclusion and hate in this land, they also found the overwhelming forces of empathy and compassion that bind this land and all of its people together. So, it is because of the people who helped my family create a place for us here that I exist. These people and their acts of help, be it as large as allowing the planes that carried my family here to land, or as small as sharing bits and pieces of advice, they are the reason I am standing here today. But really, the forces that willed these people to take these actions are the reasons all of us are here today. Because all of us are byproducts of the active presence of empathy and compassion in this world. We owe our presence here to the people who saw we were worth the time, worth the help, even when nobody else did. We are here today because of each and every individual who, even as they saw us struggling with the brunt of life, made the choice to see fellow human beings, made the choice to care. And so, we owe it to the family members, the friends, loved ones, community members. We owe it to the teachers, staff, mentors, the uplifters who, through a lot of help, made our presence here possible. It's the teachers who set aside their time to help their students succeed, be it through tutoring or just by being a shoulder to cry on. It is the staff who worked to make sure every child who learns here has the chance to succeed by having food in their bellies throughout the depths of the pandemic. It is our loved ones who never lost faith. It is their empathy, it is their compassion that laid the path for us to become, to grow, to soar, and so we bear the responsibility of empathy, the responsibility of compassion, to forge a path forward for all people existing on the face of this earth, just as this path was forged for each of us. This is the responsibility we hold. This is the soil we root our lives' purposes in. And know that keeping this responsibility will be difficult. There will come times when each of us will be called upon to make decisions that hold the power to uplift or to suppress the lives of fellow people. There will come decisions in which a defense of the lives and dignity of fellow people is neither pursued in ease nor seen glamorously. But like the uplifters who lifted us to meet this moment, be guided by empathy, be guided by compassion, as only through a steadfast adherence to such branches of the tree of love can we hope to climb to a better world, to reach for the principles of justice, equality, liberty, and humanity. Because even after the support of countless people who helped create a place for my family here in the 70s, families like mine continue to live under the threats of exclusion and hatred, fearful to step outside, terrified that the targets of today share the same color as us. Because the slurs they faced back then has not stopped, the beatdowns they faced has not stopped, and now it is the hateful treatment of Asian Americans as foreigners and viruses that compounds into the daily attack on an Asian elder, to rocks swung at the face of a woman walking in Seattle, Chinatown, to the shooting of 8 people, 6 of them Asian women at 3 different Atlanta Asian American spa businesses, to the unprovoked stabbing and murder of a Chinese and Vietnamese man just 15 miles from where we stand here today. And yet, even more, all too often are these tragedies reduced to drops in a bucket because of the sheer massive scale of lives brutalized, lives lost to all the injustices that hate manifests itself to be in this world. State violence assaulting Black lives, imperialism, settler colonialism on Palestinians, the ethnic cleansing, cultural erasure, forced sterilizations, the genocide of the Uyghur people. And so as we live in a world where we can so clearly see so much injustice and hate laying waste to human lives everywhere, the work ahead of us is so clear. And so I am begging you, please, please, please let empathy and compassion move you to stand up for each and every fellow person that calls this earth home. Make the decisions that uplift rather than oppress. Recognize that these decisions are present in each and every moment of our lives. And so day after day, week after week, month after year after decades, make the decisions that uplift all people. Because the hate that exists in this world does not go away if we do nothing. So under the boots of hate, let us rise to meet it with compassion. Let us rise to meet it with love. Because as we stand here and in the present, all I see is the future. Let us build this future into a future of love. And there is no sugarcoating it. The path that precedes us as we pursue a more loving world is difficult by design. And along the way, we will feel daunted. We will wonder if there is a point to anything. We will question if our efforts make any difference in this world at all. We will begin to feel the cold and unforgiving grasp of apathy. But know that if we allow this apathy to form the bounds and the walls in which we live our lives within, then we will not ever see the light of a brighter day. But when we break free from the bounds, the walls of apathy, we begin to change the world. When we overcome apathy and lend a helping hand to those who so desperately need it, when we overcome apathy and stand up for those who have been knocked down, when we overcome apathy and challenge the hate that is with the love that can be, we change the world. Step by step, one foot in front of the other, it will be difficult, but what happens next is our responsibility. It will be daunting, but what happens next is up to our imaginations. So we can build a world where no human being has to suffer at the hands of injustice and hate. If only we dare to overcome apathy, if only we dare to dream of it, if only we dare to work for it, we can build this world. We can uplift each person who lives here. We can. The future we create is dependent upon the decisions, the actions we take from this moment onwards. And in our heads, and in our hands, and in our hearts, and in the very words we speak, each of us hold empathy's spark, compassion's flame passed on to us by those who have uplifted us, rekindled, even when it seemed as though that flame was lost. The future of this earth and all who live upon it will only be a future where each and every human being lives lives of equality, lives of justice, lives of love. If we share the flame that has been passed to us with the people in the world who come after us. So let this flame's light shine. My friends, illuminate the path forward.